Look at this. This is the trade you make every single day. You trade your life hour by hour for a currency that is being devalued faster than you can earn it. It is a mathematical trap designed to keep you running in place until you are too old to enjoy the exit. If you are relying on a single salary, you are one bad meeting away from ruin. But there is a quiet minority, the top 1%, who have stopped trading time for money. They trade value for money, they build systems that work while they sleep, they build assets. V's. We are approaching 2026. The economy is shifting. Artificial intelligence and digital leverage have lowered the barrier to entry, but raised the barrier to mastery. Most people are ignoring the biggest opportunities of the decade because they are too busy looking for a shortcut. Today, I am going to break down 5 specific high-level side hustles that are actually wealth vehicles. These aren't about delivering pizzas. These are about building an empire. We will cover the mechanism, the setup, and the scaling for each. View. Execute just one of these. You won't just make extra cash, you will change your financial genetic code. Let's start with attention. In the digital economy, attention is the oil. But social media followers are not assets. They are leased land. If the algorithm changes, you disappear. The solution. The AI-augmented newsletter media company. This is not about writing a diary. This is about curating high-value intelligence for a specific niche. Think Morning Brew, but for specific industries like solar energy, AI tools for architects, or Baidu. Become the filter for the noise. Previously, this took a team of writers. Now, you use AI. You set up a curation feed using RSS readers to gather industry news. You feed those headlines into an LLM with a specific prompt to summarize, analyze, and tone-check the content. Your job shifts from writer to editor-in-chief. You use platforms to host it and own the email list directly. Here is where it gets crazy. You don't monetize by asking for donations. You monetize through sponsorships. Once you hit 10,000 subscribers with a high open rate, you sell ad slots. Companies will pay top dollar to reach a vetted audience. Look at newsletters like the AI's Loprador, a single operator leveraging tools to curate content, growing a list, and selling sponsorship slots for thousands of dollars per email. It is a media company with zero overhead. By 2026, niche newsletters will be the primary way professionals consume news, and you could own the distribution. Next, let's talk about arbitrage. The classic agency model is broken because it requires you to be the expert. 2. The new model is B2B drop servicing. You act as the premium interface between high-value business problems and specialized freelancers. You are not selling the service. You are selling the assurance of the result. You find a business that needs a specific solution, say, short-form video editing or specialized lead generation, and you sell a package for $3,000 a month. You go to freelance marketplaces and find top-tier talent who charge $500 to do the work. Your job is sales and quality control. You build the offer, you close the deal, and then you pay the talent to execute. You keep the $2,500 spread. This scales because you are not the bottleneck. You can have 10 clients and 5 freelancers. You are essentially a project manager. To scale, you hire an operations manager to handle the freelancers, and you focus solely on acquisition. Look at the productized service model used by DesignJoy. One guy, millions in revenue. He sells a subscription to Design. He's streamlined the intake process so efficiently that he acts as the interface for massive value transfer. By 2026, companies won't hire full-time staff for tasks. They will hire result-based subscriptions. Be the ones selling the subscription. Before we get to the third stream, realize that managing these income sources requires a robust framework. If you treat this like a hobby, it pays like a hobby. If you treat it like a system, it pays like a corporation. That is why I recommend the Wealth System. It's a structural framework designed to organize your financial life and your business architecture. It stops the chaos and helps you visualize the path from zero to wealth. You need a map before you start driving. You can find the link to that system in the description below. Now, let's talk about software. It used to be that you needed to know Python or C++ to build an app. Not anymore. Enter the no-code micro-SaaS. SaaS stands for Software as a Service. Micro means it solves one tiny, specific problem perfectly. People will pay $10 to $50 a month for a tool that saves them 5 hours of work. Use platforms like Bubble or Softer. Find a painful manual process in a specific niche like scheduling shifts for dog walkers or inventory. Tracking for vintage clothing sellers. Build a simple web app that automates it. You don't write code. You build logic workflows visually. Once the software is built, the cost to serve 100 customers is almost the same as serving 10. This is the holy grail. Zero marginal cost of replication. VO can scale this to thousands of users with minimal overhead. There are thousands of micro SaaS founders making $5,000 to $20,000 a month with simple tools like image background removers or PDF converters. They built it once and it pays them forever. By 2026, the solopreneur developer will be a dominant force. Number 4 is about owning land, but not physical land. We are talking about authority sites. An authority site is a content-heavy website dedicated to answering every possible question in a specific niche thing, the best camping gear or home espresso machines. When people search Google, they land on your article. You identify low-competition keywords. You write or hire writers to write comprehensive guides. You embed affiliate links. When a reader clicks your link to buy that espresso machine on Amazon or a specialized retailer, you get a commission. This is a long game. It takes 6 to 12 months to get traction. But once you rank, you have an asset that generates cash flow 24/7 without you touching it. Thor. You can eventually sell the site itself for a 35x multiple of its monthly profit. Sites like Wirecutter started this way and were bought for millions. But on a smaller scale, individuals are selling niche blogs for $200,000 every day on marketplaces like Empire Flippers. You are building digital equity. The final hustle is the one you are watching right now, but with a twist. Faceless YouTube automation. You run a YouTube channel like a television production house. You don't film yourself. You don't record your voice. You produce content based on high CPM topics like finance, tech, or history. You create a script. You use high-quality AI voiceovers, like the one you can generate now or hire a voice actor. You use stock footage and motion graphics to visualize the script. You upload one video as a worker. A library of 100 videos is a workforce. These videos gain views for years. You are building a library of intellectual property that pays royalties via AdSense. Channels, focusing on meditation, music, or tech documentaries, generate tens of thousands of dollars a month in ad revenue without the owner ever revealing their identity. It is purely an asset play. Here is the critical piece that 99% of people miss. Making the money is only half the battle. If you make $10,000 a month and spend $10,000 a month, you are still broke. Must capture the surplus. You need a professional-grade brokerage to deploy that capital into stocks, ETFs, or bonds to let compound interest do the heavy lifting. I use IBKR for this. They offer access to global markets and professional execution tools that ensure you keep more of your money. Check out the link in the description to set up your account. By 2026, the gap between the producers and the consumers will be an ocean. The side hustles we discuss: newsletters, drop servicing, micro SaaS, authority sites, and YouTube automation. These are not gigs, they are business models. They require work up front, but they offer freedom on the back end. Pick one. Just one. Spend the next 6 months mastering the mechanism, setting it up, and scaling it. Do not let another year pass you by while you watch others build the life you deserve. I'll see you in the next one.